we talk about commitment, what sort of commitment are we talking about? It could be anything ranging from commitment of relationship, commitment to a goal, some sort of success, commitment to some sort of friendship, commitment to your family. All these commitments, we do them not because we like the commitment. We do them because we have an attachment, emotional attachment to the person related to the commitment, to the people involved, to the goal itself, to the self-development that results from that commitment. For you to draw some sort of satisfaction, some rewarding feeling from it, you need to get that commitment done with. And then the source of pleasure, the source of satisfaction, self-sufficiency, and contentment will come afterwards, not during the fulfillment of commitment, because commitment is rarely something that anyone wants to do just for the sake of commitment. If you ask anyone why are they committed to what they're doing, I'm pretty sure what they're gonna say is, I need to do this for my family. I need to do this for my husband or my wife. I need to do this for my children. Commitment is the means to an end, and the end is never commitment itself. If you want to go through life and attain some sort of growth, some level of self-development, because self-development and growth requires those sorts of commitment. And if we're afraid of commitment itself, that just shows that we are not drawn enough to those goals and to those people that requires us to commit. It is never something that you have to force yourself, especially if your heart is involved and connected to this person, to this goal, to your family, to your children. As long as your heart is involved, commitment is a natural process that allows you to do what you need to do in order to attain growth and achieve what you must achieve in order to keep your family safe, fed, to take care of your children, your wife, your husband. What am I saying essentially is that we should never be afraid of commitment, because if we are, then it just shows that we are still at this stage where we are just stuck on a cerebral level. We're stuck up here. We haven't quite yet made that connection with this person or the goal that we want to achieve. Once you truly realize that commitment is only the step before the manifestation of your goals, your desires, your dreams, your ideals, then those commitment will just seem like everyday normal thing, like taking a walk at the park, or just waving your hand to your neighbors, or just breathing, taking a deep breath. I've been saying commitment so many times, but commitment is important. Let me give you an example. So yesterday night, my landlady sent me a message that her appraiser needed to come over this morning to check out the place. Then that implied we had to clean the place. So I got started around 8 a.m. and then my girlfriend joined, and that was around 9, and then we just cleaned until 12. It was only once we stopped that we realized how much we've done. From my part, it spanned from doing the dishes to doing scrubbing the washroom floors to taking out the garbages, the recycles, and then taking care of cleaning the stairs, downstairs, upstairs, the room, under the bed, you name it. The hardest part is getting the ball rolling, but once the ball is rolling, it just keeps rolling. All you have to do is just to give it a little gentle push. During this whole process of cleaning, there was not a single thought in my mind of anything, of life or whatsoever, because then I would be thinking rather than doing. So I was not much thinking, I was just on a doing mode. And only at the end of it that I realized how much I've done. You know what I realized as well is that when you are two people at handling commitment, it goes so much faster. If there's two people involved, then you're just gonna ride on each other's energy and everything will just get done within a short amount of time. So the power of collaboration, which will be another topic for another day, is very powerful and very important as well. when it comes to commitment is rarely something that you do alone, right? It's something that you do with other people as well. For anyone out there, any thinkers out there who wish to become a thinker doer, if you are a feeler out there and you want to be a feeler doer, then commitment is something that you cannot escape. It is something that you have to sooner or later confront. Commitment gives you grounding. Grounding gives you stability. Stability gives you safety. Now, obviously, if you have too much safety, too much stability, too much grounding, then you're stagnating. But that's going to be another topic for another day. That too as well. Saying yes to commitment, it's like tightening the screws, anchoring your identity, giving shape to who you are, materializing who you are on the physical realm. Commitment is needed if you want your soul, your spirit, to exist in this lifetime as a human being. As being a human being is something that requires you to be connected to the ground you're standing on, right? We cannot be floating as we are not spirits and souls as we were before your incarnation into this life, for some who do believe that. But coming into existence, into our flesh and bones, into all our flaws and limitations, we have to understand that the term commitment is what grounds us into this life so that we could go through it like we should be doing it, be it for whatever reasons that we're here for. But without that grounding, we are never fully starting this life. Essentially, if we're negating all the commitments that we come across that are met with us through whatever experiences, then we're never officially starting this life as we should be. Then it only means that there is never truly growth to the spirit. Something to think about, as maybe some of us might be stuck into what we once were as a soul before the beginning of this life. But then the challenge is to let go of that and to start anew in this one. That was it for today's walk with Isen. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about commitments? What are your thoughts about commitments? Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.